Welcome to the Daniel Hand High School Honors Breakfast. Today, the honor flag flies to recognize your efforts and achievement over the second trimester of the school year. I am impressed with your individual effort as well as the fact that 758 students have been invited to attend this morning's recognition. As always, I have asked 2 students and 1 faculty member to speak during this morning's event. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the first speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Monica Boretsky to the podium.
Congratulations. We're all sitting here today because we made the honor roll. We get a comment on the bottom of our report cards, our name is printed in the newspaper, and we get to leave class a little early today so we can enjoy our free donut. Our parents are proud because making the honor roll enhances our transcripts. As the seniors and myself know, how we look on paper is all that seems to matter recently. Over the past few months, we've endured the worry if our applications, essays, and transcripts look good enough to colleges. Throughout all 4 years of high school, we've experienced our classes murmur, "What did you get?" when assignments are passed back. Yes, grades are important, and as you go through your 4 years at hand, you feel the pressure to do well academically more and more. I believe there's too great of an emphasis on the product of our hard work in school. We focus too much on how high our GPAs are or how high we scored on our last test. We let the end result dictate our lives and honestly just stress us out. I recently had to remind myself of the true importance of high school, that it is our time to create and discover who we are. Not about the energy we put into calculating how we need a 92 on the exam in order to get an A as a final grade in the class to impress others. What should be valued in school is the process through which we accomplish the honor roll. With tests, quizzes, and essays, we discover our individual learning styles, which are methods that will carry with us beyond our years at hand. During group projects, we expand friendships and discover how we collaborate well with others. By taking various classes, we discover our interests and subjects that we excel in and topics that interest us to potentially study in the future. Through taking advantage of the many clubs and sports teams available to us at hand, we discover our talents and create bonds with people who share the same passions as we do. To make the honor roll, it takes a determined, hardworking, and committed student who is willing to put in the time, ask questions, and go the extra mile in their work. These qualities create who we are, and our discoveries help us decide where we want to go after we graduate from hand. As you enjoy your donut soon, I hope you remember the process. That all you have done to get here is much more important than a piece of paper with some capital letters on it. Seniors, as we complete this crazy process of deciding where we will be next in life, I hope you remember this message. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, I hope you remember this as you continue to grow and discover yourselves. I hope you carry your proven academic excellence in all that you do. Take advantage of all that you can and enjoy the experience in achieving your goals. Never forget the process. After all, years from now, the memories, friendships, and lessons you experience are what you will remember after high school. Congratulations again on making the honor roll and all the accomplishments you've made on your journey of getting here.
Thank you, Monica. And now please join me in welcoming Curtis Henry to the podium.
Belly baby, belly baby, belly baby. Stop walking in rest of
Hello.
How you doing?
First and foremost, job well done to Monica. I know how hard this is to do. Hello and congratulations on making the honor roll. At a school like Daniel Hand, this is no easy feat. When I was approached to write this speech, I was given a lot of liberty on what to talk about. The words of previous speakers had echoed through my head. Ultimately, it came down to this. School is like a phone call from your mother. Freshman year, you put down your Capri Sun and answered eagerly and attentively, following each instruction carefully. Sophomore year, as you put down your Arnold Palmer, you answered with the same gusto and reaction. However, there is now a season of boredom and repetition. In your junior year, you place your Red Bull on the counter and answer frantically to get it out of the way. You still carry out her instructions, but by now you have figured out all the shortcuts, shortening the process. Finally, your senior year arrives. At this point, there are two possibilities. The first is you answer with simple one-word responses, repeating the word okay until the conversation ends. The second possibility is that you send her directly to voicemail. Unless the mother that is calling is Jean Henry. You always answer Mama Henry. And I'm not just saying that because she will inevitably see this. I'm wrong. Each chronological advancement on the mother phone call chart represents a move towards self-dependence. It is not that you want to be rude, it is that you are ready to take the next step to independence. Exactly what your mother and this school are intending to do. Returning more directly to the school, as we all know, is a place full of talent. We have artists, actors, and athletes. We even have a talented rapper. For example, go check out Nas Williams and his song Future Bay on SoundCloud right now.
Belly baby.
Hopefully in store soon. Most importantly, Hand has talented scholars such as yourself. To the freshmen in the room, by now you have a definite taste of what is to come. Seeing as that you are here now, I think it's fair to say you have figured it out. I wish you the best of luck at maintaining this level of excellence, but I have a feeling that since you are already here, you may not need it. To the sophomores here, you are almost an upperclassman. I applaud you for working as hard as you have and earning a place at the donut table. But do not lose focus. The storm is almost upon you. To the juniors, those currently braving the storm, a sincere congrats for riding it out with honors. It is almost over, and if being here today is any indication, the end of the year looks bright. Finally, to my seniors, we're pretty much done. We've made our way through the system and earned the prestigious title of third trimester senior. You'll have some fun, but while you kick back a little, why not finish the year out with pride and not let your GPA slip too far? I wish all of you luck in your future endeavors. While writing this, I thought about the message I wanted to send. And to be honest, I'm still not 100% sure what that is. However, I have decided that I hope this has been a brief break from the grind, an opportunity to share a sense of accomplishment with your peers, take confidence in those around you, and proceed with excellence. I have three quick things I would like to address before I go. First off is thank you for listening to me. Second is congrats to everyone here. And third is a shout out to my little freshman brother Callahan and my little freshman sister Tara. Congrats, and Matthew, you're okay.
Thank you, Curtis. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the faculty speaker for today's event, one of our science teachers, Mr. Russo.
This isn't intimidating at all. Let me get started. On March 22nd, I was called down to Mr. Salutary's office. I had to be there at 12:45. No explanation was given for the meeting. I was just told that it was nothing to worry about. Apparently, the office staff doesn't know me too well. Worry was pretty much all I did between when I received the phone call until my meeting. You see, at a previous job, I was called to meet with the Human Resources Department with no explanation given for what the meeting was going to be about. I left work early that day without a job after getting laid off. So even though I've pretty much never done anything wrong in my life, I've never even smoked a cigarette to see what all the fuss is about, I was pooping my pants a little at the prospect of what was about to go down. It turns out the meeting was to invite me to do this, speak in front of 758 hungry teenagers. Don't worry, I won't keep you from your donuts for very long. My nickname in college was Donut, so far be it from me to delay your consumption of those yummy treats much longer. Anyway, over my 8 short years of teaching, students have asked me one question over and over again. It's a question that's taken many forms, including, why do I need to go to school? Why do I need to know this? Or why do I need to take this class? The overarching question being, why do I need to be here? This is a question that I'm sure you have all found yourself asking at one point or another. To be honest, I asked myself the same question when I was in high school. No offense to history teachers, I don't know if there are any here right now. I'm actually married to one. But when I was in high school, I really didn't see the value in learning history. In fact, I despised it. I didn't find the subject interesting, and writing DBQs, for those of you who know what they are, was the bane of my existence. I would constantly ask myself why I had to do all that junk. So I have no problem with asking these questions. You should ask these questions. You should wonder about the value or possible lack thereof of the things you're told to do. It's healthy and important to ask these kinds of questions. These questions actually led me down the road to becoming a teacher. When I asked myself, why do I need to be here? Here being the business world, a place I didn't much enjoy. Well, after 40 years of life experience, here's my answer to why you need to be here. You are here to learn how to learn. Maybe you will remember what DNA is, maybe you won't. Perhaps you'll remember the names of some of the people who signed the Declaration of Independence. Maybe you won't. What you will be able to do, though, is think for yourself and make educated decisions about things, the importance of which you can't fathom at this point in your life. Decisions that could have broad-reaching impacts not only on your life, but on the lives of others around you. You'll be able to take in information, analyze that information, throw away useless information, gather more information, weigh pros and cons, and then act confidently on whatever decision you make, because school will have provided you with the tools to do so. Living in the information age, it has never been more important to know how to learn, how to be a self-teacher. I use air quotes around the word information for a reason. It's because there are all different kinds of information out there. There's good, unbiased, fact-based information, and then there's bad, opinion-ridden, propaganda-laden, biased, bigoted, inaccurate, hate-inspired, and downright dangerous information, all of which can and will be sold to you as good and correct. Just listen to the presidential debates happening right now on both sides of the aisle. Listen to what they say. Someone on the stage is lying about something almost all the time. Or at the very least, they're twisting the truth. You as educated individuals have the tools to figure out what's being said, what is truthful and what is not. You can dive deeper into the issues, parse out the extraneous information, and determine based on facts what ideas you value and those you don't. And then you can act on those ideas. Essentially, when you leave school after all these years, you won't need me, you won't need us, you won't need the school. You'll be able to think for yourself and teach yourself whatever you want to know. Whether you believe it or not, the thoughts and ideas that you formulate on your own, using the tools you've gained here, will help shape the world in which we all live. Seeing this many of you here gives me hope for the future, which right now, quite frankly, looks pretty bleak. You are all present here today because you've worked hard, persevered through tough times, sat through classes you loved and hated. And why did you do all that? Because whether you want to admit it to your teachers, your parents, or your friends, you value your education. You might not excel in every subject, you might not even like every subject or teacher you've had, but deep down inside, you've decided that your education is important, that what you learn here has value. And once you leave this place, if you take these ideas and the skills you've learned into the world with you, it will be a better place than it was before you arrived. As a teacher, that's all I can hope for. One of these days, perhaps in our lifetimes, there will be a cure for cancer. I can feel it in my bones. It's coming. Why do I say that? Sorry, I skipped ahead. And the person that discovers that here could be one of you sitting in this room. Why do I say that? Because being here and valuing education the way you do has provided you with the tools to learn how to do it. That, in my opinion, is why you need to be here. Congratulations on your hard work and achievement, and please, for the sake of the world, don't stop learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Russo. At this time, I ask that we give Monica, Curtis, and Mr. Russo one more round of applause. I would also like to take a moment to congratulate you for your efforts and achievements and encourage you to keep up the hard work over the last trimester of this year. At this time, safely, freshmen and sophomores remain in the gym. Seniors and juniors to the dining and assembly hall. Have a great rest of your day.